Peace and blessings to you. I'm Jovhannah Tisdale, also known as the Spiritual Love Healer. And this is just an update to share some of the things that I've been working on, some changes that I'm making, and just a random chit chat. So I do have a deck with me, so I might pull some cards as well. We don't know what's going to happen. Oh my goodness, where to begin? So many amazing things are happening this month for me, and I am just so grateful for all of the things that are taking place. One thing is that I started working on something that is very near and dear to my heart. I actually had plans or decided yes, I want to do this in 2018. And then a few things happened, including the pandemic, and that just shifted everything. So once I had the opportunity to go for it now, I took it. I'm not going to share what it is. I'm keeping that close to my heart right now, but it's bringing me lots of joy. And so I will be transitioning my business, the Spiritual Love Sanctuary. And because of that, I decided to go ahead and kind of shut that site down and really to start shifting things now, so that when I am complete and everything is ready, it's just seamless. And that way it's not me trying to manage multiple different things. So I'm excited. Partly due to that change with my business, the vision that I have for the Spiritual Love Sanctuary is that I wanted a spiritual healing and wellness center to support people, especially women, in healing trauma. And I'm working on that, and I'm really excited about that. So another thing that I started pulling back from social last year, definitely. And then in, I think, March, I took off and just wasn't on. And that felt really, really good. And during that time, I've had a couple of those scammer accounts where people clone your account and then they go message your followers to try to get money from them and things like that. And that just rubbed me the wrong way because there was really no protection for that. And so I decided that I was going to transition away from using the Spiritual Love Healer on social media and using my name, Jovhannah Tisdale, because there's only one me. So I've started that process. So if you're following me on Instagram, I have taken down most of the posts there and just created something in the bio that just lets people know this page is no longer active and to follow me on my new account. I'm really excited, and I'm starting everything fresh on social media except for my YouTube channel. So this channel will stay the same. I don't think I can change the URL, so I just think I'm just going to leave it alone because it's been here, it's working, and that's what it is. But I'm really, really excited. I don't know how many other ways that I could say that. So also, everything that I do is going to be on this channel. My tarot, the healings, the content about relationships, loves. If I do decide to do some single mother focused content as well, everything is just going to be here. The focus will always be love, including self-love, relationships, healing, matters of the heart, because that is where my work centers. And in talking about that, that also talks about emotional freedom, emotional independence, really owning who you are, being confident in yourself, because that translates over into your relationships. I'm very excited. My new website will be jovhannahtisdale.com, and I'm grateful because someone that I truly look up to, Radley Valentine, is who really put the nail in the coffin when it was you need to be you, right? Something he said really resonated, and that was, how did he put it? Basically, it's the magic happens when you are your true, authentic self. And it's easy to hide behind the business or hide behind the brand instead of saying, this is me, this is what I do. If you don't like it, go somewhere else. But if you do, welcome. And that's kind of where I am right now. And I'm very excited about that. So yeah, everything nothing's going to change here. I just wanted to share that. Oh my goodness. Okay, so something else that I wanted to do that was on one of the first vision boards that I created was I wanted to complete and become a certified crystal practitioner through the Hibiscus Moon Crystal Academy. And I did that. So I enrolled last year and I've quietly been working on it. And earlier this month, I went ahead and submitted the application and the graduation requirements. And the other day I received the email that said, you graduated and your certificate is on its way in the mail. And oh my goodness, I got, there were 3 things that I had on that vision board. And one of them was completing the Biddy Tarot certification program. And I have gone through that program, but I never submitted the application. So I'm actually going back through it because I was part of Team Biddy for a while. And it's like, how could you not finish that, right? Dream come true. Absolute dream come true. I love Bridget and Team Biddy. It's amazing. So I had that, the Biddy Tarot certification program, and the Hibiscus Moon Crystal Academy, and then this thing that I'm working on. So all of these things are materializing and manifesting in 2022. Amazing. This is the year of of the Lover's card, right? And that speaks of taking being in alignment, right? Doing what is right for you, following your heart, as well as partnerships and relationships and connections. And I think it's just so synchronistic and so beautiful that this year, all of these things are happening for me. And it's all happening at a time when I was feeling like, oh my gosh, everything is falling apart for me. What am I doing? I'm changing so many things. And I was actually creating space for me to be able to do what I'm doing. And with that, I think it's very beautiful because, like I said, since I'm shifting my business a bit, so the only services that I have available right now for the most part are readings. And then if my readings clients, if they do need any healing work, then I'm happy to like open up space for that because my time is super limited right now. And I love doing readings. They bring me joy. They bring me alive. I'm still adjusting to my new schedule, but my hope is that I will be able to begin doing the monthlies and start doing more zodiac readings and just more collective readings around love and things like that. So yeah, I just wanted to share, like, I am so happy and so grateful. I will be kind of doing some updates on the videos because the links are going to need to be changed. So do follow me over on Instagram because I need some friends there, some people to connect with and have conversations with. And I'm also on TikTok, so you can find me on all the socials as Jovhannah Tisdale. And it's so interesting, right? Because one of my first blogs was like Miss J Christina. Well, that wasn't my first vlog, but and then I had Jovhannah Christina, which was really huge because that was like my name. But then because also I was focusing like on my business and the service offerings, so I did put it like under the business name. But it feels really good to not do that. It feels really good to say, this is who I am. And then once my business reopens and I have the space that I want and everything is aligned, then I'll resume posting. But that content is going to be completely different than what I'm sharing now. So I'm excited. I am so excited. I also have a course on Udemy. It's a relationship coaching course called Discover the Energy of Love. And that's $25, $24.99 unless it's on sale. So that is something that you can check out and enroll in if you're wanting to learn more about love as energy or just to support whatever works for you. I did a video because I had gotten 2 new decks and for some reason I could not get it to upload. So I may have to re-record that. It's the Everyday Witch Oracle, which is one that I really wanted. And then the Before Tarot and then the After Tarot should be here in a couple more days. So yeah, those are my deck updates, my life and like business updates. I also sent out an email to my mailing list to let them know about the changes, that like I am growing and evolving, and every day I wake up and I'm just like, this is my life. It's so good. Everything is coming together. So when I say like living abundantly ever after, that is what I am doing. And that is what I want to help other people do. And I would not have been able to get to this point if I didn't allow myself to heal, if I didn't allow myself to reconnect with myself and be open to love and be open to connections and be open to abundance. Love is one form of abundance. Money is another form of abundance. And both of those things, love and money, are so related. If you listen to any podcast about relationships, oftentimes money is brought up. They're always talking about money because why? It's important. And there is a correlation between the two. And that's something that I want to explore as well. I'm trying to think, was there anything else? Let's just see. So we have a solar, is it a solar? There's an eclipse. I can't think if it's lunar or solar, but it's coming up, I think, on the 15th, which is Sunday. So I'm just going to pull a few cards and see what's the message in that. What is it that, you know, we as a collective need to focus on? Oh, and cards are just flying. Okay, this one wanted to come out. Oh, it's so interesting because what I was thinking when I looked at the cards is exactly what the cards are saying. So I think I want one more card. Is this the one? Nope, this one. Okay. All right, so the cards that came out, I have the Two of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, we've got Ace of Swords, and we've got Four of Wands. So when I'm looking at this cards, the first thing that came up when I saw this Two of Swords is like really getting clear on what it is you stand for, what you desire. And what I like about this, right, when our eyes are closed or covered, other senses kind of are heightened, right? So you might hear more, you might get more sensitive, like as far as like your feeling. And a lot of times we think too, when the heart is crossed, right? So the heart is not open. So here you may not be connected to your heart, but I think too, there's like this energy of like almost protecting what you value and kind of going within to explore what it is your heart wants. And for many of you, I'm seeing that you probably are feeling like this. You're probably feeling like this Five of Pentacles, that things are not moving forward, that you're stuck, that maybe you don't have the help that you need, that you are not living that abundantly ever after life. And what this is your mindset. So while you are sitting here like this, you may have a bunch of doubts and fears running around in your head. If that is the case, pay attention to the things that you are thinking, pay attention to your internal dialogue, because it's not true. And with the Ace of Swords, it's time for you to shift that internal dialogue. If you feel like you will never find love, it's time to change that. It's time to get to the root of why you feel that way. What situation happened in your life that made you think that you weren't deserving of love? And once you do that, you're going to start shifting your mindset. You're going to start thinking about yourself differently. You're going to start thinking about life differently. And you'll be living like what I like to call abundantly ever after. So here we have the Four of Wands. And this is a card of, you can think of it as homecoming. And it's so funny that there are bunnies. I see bunnies almost every day, like in the yard, just running around in the neighborhood. And bunnies represent abundance. They're very quick. They represent also fertility. And it's like the energy of creation, right? Because they say humping like rabbits, right? Because they reproduce a lot very quickly. And so when you get out of this funk, when you pick yourself up off the ground and decide, why am I sitting outside with no shoes on? That's stupid. Let me walk in this building. Let me ask for help. Let me go find the resources that I need so that I can get here. And so you start thinking differently when you start to realize that you have options. You don't have to stay here. You can get up and walk away. There's so many things that we can do, but we don't feel that we can do them because there's some story in our mind that's telling us like, oh, I can't do that. That's not for me, or I'm not good enough, or I'm too old, or I'm too this, I'm too that. And that's not true. So we need to really pay attention to the internal dialogue, because there's some things that are happening within you that need to change. There's also something within you that you need to birth or create. And I feel like once you start to identify where the feeling of lack and struggle and like unworthiness is coming from within you, that's going to give you the option to heal it. So I see this sword as being like the sword of Michael, and it's coming in and just severing the ties and the connection and pulling out that negative energy, that negative pattern, that negative cord or connection to whatever that story is, and you're able to replace it with something new and something more empowering for yourself. So you start to see that there's more, that you can create the things that you want to see in your life, that you have so much to celebrate. And it's almost like reclaiming yourself, coming home to yourself. And I think that's really beautiful, because even with me shifting the name on my social media platforms and my website, it's like a coming home to myself. It's me standing up as myself, standing in my true authentic self. This is who I am. The Spiritual Love Healer is a title that I created to represent the work that I do, but it's more than that as well. Like, it is who I am. And so I don't need that title, because I am me, and the work that I do comes, from within me, right? So you can come home to yourself. You can come back home to your ideas, to your divine birthright of love and abundance. But in order to get here, you got to cut this out. So what is it that's making you feel alone? That's making you feel unworthy? That's making you feel that there's just no hope, that you're in the struggle, that the struggle is not going to end? Because once you identify what that is, and this might mean you really need to kind of go within. So when you look in the back of the card, you can see like there's the emotions, right? There's water back there. It looks a little turbulent, and water represents emotions. So like when you start to feel worried or stressed or anxious, upset, frustrated, or whatever, sad, alone, go within and find out why. Why am I feeling this way right now? Maybe you just need to eat, right? If we're not eating properly or drinking water, we can feel all kinds of crazy ways. Maybe you need to go outside and get some fresh air. You've been sitting behind a computer at a desk all day doing something maybe you didn't really want to do. Maybe you just need to get up, go outside, go for a walk, get some fresh air, and feel better. Or maybe there's more work there. Maybe there's a story about yourself that someone told you, something that happened to you in the past that you continue to relive, and you allow it to make you feel stuck and small. And so this is the energy that you're coming out with. This is the energy that you're presenting. This is the energy that you're aligning with, when that's not the truth of who you are. And you have the opportunity to shift that and change that with the way that you communicate with yourself, with the thoughts that you're allowing yourself to think, with your beliefs, with your habits, with the way that you're communicating your needs and who you are with the world. So there's so many beautiful things that can come about when we tune into the stories that we're telling ourselves. And some of these stories may not be stories or beliefs that are even your own. They probably could come from family or partners or teachers or your employer, whoever may have planted a seed in your head that you are not worthy, that you are not deserving, that nobody loves you, that you're not gonna be shit, that your life is over, blah, 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 blah. And you get to say no. You get to take that sword in your hand and sever all of that, cut it out. Cut it out and decide that you want more. Decide that you want happiness, that you want abundance, that you want to create from the heart. Decide that you want to come home to the truth of who you are, and allow that to be what guides you forward. Yeah, so we have the Wheel of Fortune there on the bottom. It's time for a cycle. It's ready to turn. There needs to be a change. There's no more standing in this energy. It's time for you to step up. It's time for you to claim your abundance. And for many of you, you need more rest. You need to meditate to get clear. Your dreams also might be really speaking to you. So if there's something that's been coming up in your dreams, pay attention to it. A lot of times people are like, what does this mean in my dream? And I recommend journaling on it, meditating on the dream, and paying attention to what the symbols mean for you before you go like asking someone else what it means or looking it up on the internet. But pay attention, because things are about to change for you. Things are really about to change for you, but that will only happen when you start to believe they can. That will only happen when you start to change your thoughts, your belief, which will change your beliefs and will change your actions as well. So my friends, I think that is it. Thank you so much for being here with me. I am really grateful for all of you. It's just amazing to see how this channel has grown over time, and I look forward to growing on Instagram as well with my new account. Check the details in the description box. Like I said, I am open for readings. Please know that I will never reach out and contact you to solicit your business or anything like that. I always direct people to my website or to my actual booking calendar if they would like a reading. So I'm sending you an abundance of love. Have a beautiful, beautiful weekend, and I will see you next time. Peace.